All right, fellas, we're out here on the James River again this morning. Captain Adam Cook. You can get him in the frame. Out here with good friend Adam. We're just running some gill nets. We're going to pull it in. It's a hot flat right here coming out the paper plant over here. We're trying to catch a shad for bait. Pretty cold this morning. Probably what, 28 this morning? Probably a little bit warmer now. But yeah, stay tuned. James River, baby. Degrees dropping from 70 in a day. Cold. Alright guys, I don't know if y'all can see that too well because of sun glare on the sonar, but we found a honey hole bait. Look at them, just piled up down there.
See, we got some catfish in here, but move that over. See a lot of softer returns in there. All that's bait, guys. Got a couple fish in here too. Looks like we're gonna be fishing here today.
Sounds like a plan to me. That's why you're the captain. Yeah. So we're gonna run these shad up into this and then gill net. We're gonna circle it 2 or 3 times, and we're gonna spook it and run them all up in this net. That's the point and object right here. It works. Works really well. Captain Adam Cook of Donald Pride Sport Fishing does a really good job of this. So, but yeah, sorry about that. I was up going up and watching what I was doing. Don't want to fall off in this cold water. But yeah, y'all go check out Donald Pride Sport Fishing on YouTube. He's got an awesome channel going on, and really good channel. A lot of information, a lot of good information, and he's teaching me a lot. That's why my channel is called The Catfish Apprentice. Matter of fact, every time I fished the James River, it's been with Adam Cook since I started in the catfish game. And been a great experience, met a great guy. I mean, we became friends now, I think. I don't know, what do you think, Adam? Then we became friends.
He's a good guy, man. I like Joe.
Yeah. But anyway, you heard him lie to you. But
we're going to be fishing here today.
All right, guys. We run the gill net. And Mr. Adam Cook there, he's gonna work his magic again. We got a few in here. We don't know how many we got. Wasn't ideal because it was in like 20 foot of water. But catching bait, that's what we need. Some pretty fat ones too. Usually I'm helping him run the boat, but I'm trying to get some video. And we'll see what... All right, guys, we got some bait. We ran the gill net. We got quite a few. But look at this jum here. You talk about a shad. Look at that. I'm 6 foot, 240 pounds. Look at that shad compared to my hand. I mean, that's a jumbo shad right there. But we got bait. And for y'all learning, this is what you got to do. Fresh bait, the better. Live cut depends on what the water temperature is. But that's what you got to do. You got to learn to catch your own bait to be successful in this catfishing. Trophy catch, anyway.
All right, guys. Got a few rods we had to rig up. Get a big old view of that easy clip and that chain swivel from tackling cats. Makes tying these rigs on pretty much effortless. Had to re-spool this as well. Took maybe 5 minutes or so. We got a nice little old channel right here. Runs up the side on the starboard side of the boat. Got good coverage all the way across this ledge onto this flat. Send this one way up over here onto the flat over here. See if we can kind of put a fish scanning up there.
You chunking old Branson 1 from Real Catnappers, first gen. Really sweet rods. Do the job. Caught some hogs on them. They load up great. Now, guys, all we need to do is hopefully get a takedown here in a minute. Oh, got one bumping right there. Thought it was gonna go. He's picked it up carrying with it, Adam.
Yeah, I think it's carrot.
Yeah, because it was way over there. We'll find out in a minute. If he takes it on down, we'll be back on here. Learning how to prep bait. While we scale them so it's good and soft. Puts out scent in the water. Let's see the blood. That's what you want. And a little tip, a lot of people like rinsing their cutting tray out. I don't think that's a good idea because as you're cutting, it's getting blood and everything all over your bait from what's been cut before. So that's a little tip. I think it's a good idea. And we're getting it spread as far as we can get it. Now we're covering what, 50, 60 yards right here. So if there's any fish coming through within the 60 yards, they're going to go by one of these baits. And it's a good spread. So that's the object of having the rod holders and spreading them out like that. Now all we've got to do now is just wait for a good takedown and get the jaw jerking on. All right, guys, we got one suspending. He's bumping on it. We're waiting for him to commit. He's bumping on it. He's probably a little dink. That's the thing, when the water's cold, you have to be patient. I've learned that. Adam's taught me that. You got to be patient and let them take it, because they will drop it in a heartbeat. I mean, as soon as they feel that line goes slack from the boat moving too quick or anything, they will drop it. So you guys out there fishing in the winter months, the water is below 60 and 40s and 50s, they will drop that bait over subtle little stuff, so you got to be careful. We were out fishing one time and I cost us 3 good takedowns because I was moving too quick, rocking the boat, taking the slack in the line, and they would drop it every time. So y'all guys keep that in mind when the water's cold. You got any input on that, Adam?
You caught me in the moment. I'm camera shy.
Oh Lord.
No,
As pretty as you are.
No, I think that about covers it. You just got to be patient with these fish. They haven't fully committed and railed that rod. They might be moving across the ledge with it, or they might just be kind of walking off with it or something, or they ain't fully boated over yet. You just got to be kind of careful when you jump up there, because especially, I mean, it doesn't really matter if you got a flat bottom boat, but if you got a boat with a V in it at all, or it's a smaller watercraft in general, when you go to lean over, if he's already starting to take slack out of the line, and you lean over and that boat drops, it pulls slack out of it, you come back this way and it puts tension on it real quick, he's going to be more likely to drop it. It ain't always going to happen like that, but occasionally it will, and it will cost you fish. I don't even get up unless he's bowed over pulling drag.
That's the best way to do it. All right, guys, we changed locations. We didn't get really any takedowns, had a couple bumping on it and all that. So we moved locations to try to get on a better bite. Seen some good marks on the fish finder there. And there's a lot of structure cover on the bank. Hard bottom, some rocks down there. And a bunch of bait fish around. Adam's back there slinging out bait. But yeah, we're going to give it another go. anyway, not the biggest in the world, but a nice little cat. But the tactic worked, changing locations, found different structure on the bottom, different cover, and it paid off because we just doubled up. That's why we didn't get the catch on film, because both of us were reeling in fish. But proof's in the pudding. Change tactics. When it ain't working, try something different. It don't matter what you try, just try something different. Like I said, not the biggest, but we're putting fish in the boat. The skunk's out, maybe we can hang a 70 now. Alright guys, we did it. Changed locations, just like I said a minute ago. We doubled up a minute ago, and then we partnered up on this fish. He grabbed the rod, Adam did, and cranked on a little while. We had to switch some rods around to get him in. And then he nutted him. I finished cranking him in once next to the boat. And this is the results. Oh, come here, big daddy. Don't get you. He's angry.
Let him beat you up like that, man.
Don't want to hurt him. He's angry. He don't like it.
Good fish right there.
Nice fish.
Tip scales at 51. Good solid blue. He was active too.
Yeah, he's digging.
Alright, we're gonna do what we do and we'll get him back.
Alright guys, we've been sitting out here for a little bit. Nothing major going on, a couple pecks here and there. But I figured I'd take this opportunity and let you guys know that when you come out on the James River, this amazing fishery that we have here in Virginia, you gotta have quality gear. I mean, you can't come out here with some junk. I mean, you can, and you can be successful with that stuff, but hands down, you gotta have good stuff. I mean, because you don't know if it's gonna be 80 pounds or 15 pounds when the rod goes down. But, you know, I like using myself. I like using slime line from Tackle Bandit, as well as, you know, their weights. And I bought my reels from Tackle Bandit. And, you know, just like I'm saying, you got to have quality stuff out here, because you don't want to come down here and waste your time spending your money and getting hotels and booking trip with a guide if you take that route, and have a fish on of a lifetime and your stuff break off at the boat. I mean, you want good quality stuff, and I prefer slime line over anything else. I used to fish.
How much do you use?
I use 30 pounds. A lot of people use 50 pounds. I prefer 30 pounds because the reason for that is when the current's pulling really strong, it don't put as much drag on your line. It's a thinner diameter. It don't bow the line as much. So I like 30 pounds in. I've caught 70 pounders on 30 pounds with no problem. The line don't even stretch. You know, of course, you got to set your drags and, you know, be a fisherman. But, you know, I like real catnappers rods. You know, the ransoms, that's what I prefer to use. They load up good. Their tips are good. I mean, just quality. They're strong. They got good backbone, but the tips are sensitive enough. So like today, the water's cold. When you get a pull down, it's not too stiff where it's making them want to drop it when they feel resistance. It flexes good, and it's got plenty of backbone for any size fish out here. You know, I got confidence, you know, it'll catch a 150 pounder if you hook up one. I got confidence in that. And I get you know, high quality hooks. I prefer tackling cats, the 10-aught K-cats and the 9-aught offset circles. That's what I prefer. And, you know, sometimes I use the 7-aught K-cat for channel catfishing down in Carolina and, you know, that sort. But I just want to emphasize quality gear. Quality gear is what's going to help you. I mean, you don't have to go out and spend $1 million on gear. Like Adam, he uses Akuma reels. They're like, you can get them online for like 35 bucks. And I don't think he's ever had one break on him. I don't believe. I got started in it and I bought Abu Garcia's, but Also got some Akumas that I'll be starting fishing with here soon, because I've been out with Adam enough to know, and I got trust in them reels, you know. So quality, you know, it don't always mean money, but quality. And I rely on these things because I don't want to have a personal best being broke off at the boat because I skipped on line. Anyway, guys, I would like to say sorry about not catching footage on catching the fish. We were very busy in the boat at times, so we couldn't operate the cameras the way we should to make the catches. Anyway, thank you.